Hey guys, it's Freedom Canine Services here. We're going to be working on sit today. Now, this is not a normal sit video. This is a sit video for very stubborn and hard-headed dogs that already know the command but now will not do it. She is extremely food motivated, so if I have food in my hand, she is going to listen. But if you do not have food, she will not listen. So it becomes really hard training with treats with some dogs because they're just too hyper-focused on the treat that they're not actually learning or listening to what you're saying, or they end up not doing it. So in some cases, we do have to, without being cruel, we do have to force sit a little bit. I do have treats in my pocket. However, in this video, unlike teaching sit, I'm not going to lure her into the sit position with the treats. Like I said, this is not a normal sit video for dogs that don't know how to sit. This video is for dogs that are very stubborn and don't want to sit. All right, so first off, I'd like to get her really excited. Come on, you good girl. Come on, come on, yes. Come. Sit. Good girl. Good girl, yes. And then I reward her. So she does have her prong collar on, and what I'm doing when I'm going to ask her to sit, I'm applying just a little bit of pressure. So if this is up nice and high, and say I asked her and she didn't, then sit, let go, sit, yes, and let go. So you're keeping that pressure for just a few seconds. Good girl. And then throw a big puppy party. Good girl. All right, ready? Come on. Come on. Come, sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. Take. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Sit. Yes. So see, I'm just using the lightest bit of pressure. Come. Sit. Yes. Good girl. That is a good girl. Come on. All right, now we're walking. Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. So see, now that I'm not as excited, she's disengaging a little bit. So that's where that pressure will come in handy. With me? Leave it. Yes. Sit. Good girl. That is such a good girl. With me? Sit. Sit. So I'm glad she's doing this. Now, a lot of people right now would grab their treat and show them. No. We're going to keep a little bit of pressure on the collar and not push, but just put a little pressure and sit. Good. So I pull up on the collar a little bit and I press down, not on the hips, but almost at the base of the tail, like you're tucking her tail under. So if your dog is being very, very, very stubborn, rather than just grabbing your treat and using the treat, no, show them you are going to follow through with it. Good girl. And now you can have your reward. That's a good girl. And when you're practicing less treats, then you won't have to rely on them and you won't have to do this whole pushing, shoving, pulling. All right, with me? Yes. Sit. Sit. Good girl. That's a good girl.